name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. And a nice return sets them up pretty. Good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, look at me. Go, go. Check 26, check 28. 2. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. J.J. Nelson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Man open, it's Goodwin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ben, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 40 now on second down. Jackson, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. J.J. Nelson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Corey Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football.
It's caught at the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Prater for the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Go.
Throwing on second down, Minshew. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack on first down, Jackson gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. It'll be a gain of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from. Set, ready, and read. 54 Mike. Keep it up,
From the gun, Jackson is going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Go.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Bravo.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He completes this one to Mack. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
You got Sponge.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they...
And, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Let's go. 8, read. Here we go, D. Go out. Get it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They will run with Grant. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
50, 61, match box, right.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
0-0, Mike 3. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike 3, Mike 3. Combo, combo, combo. Pick me up. Here we go.
Fire.
Now Minshew. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing deep for Galladay. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Sam off.
Get in the weight room.
Show yo, go.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Julio. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Jackson. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing deep for Galladay. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Freeman again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Here we go, G. It's just me and you.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
30 base. Hey, Haywood. On the ball. Fight.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tracy Walker. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Check it to 6. Pull it. Hot. Check hot route. Hot. Wahoo. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm trying to collect. Orbit.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
54. Mike 54. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Squeeze. Watch the run. Hey, watch it.
From the gun, Jackson. And Austin Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he stopped immediately there. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Mike 3. Let's get the ball.
Ready?
On 1st down, it's Freeman down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Go. 18 Gator.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On second and a long way to go. Jackson, and now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check, 55.
Hey.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offense